30. I got it. There me bitch in the. I won't go back and forth. I'm gonna let God deal with you. Just to put some diamonds in this wood. My chain probably might do my eye like just like should. Yeah. Oh, and get to that on. It got me on and on. Hold on, one more time, one more time. This is the intro. Hold on, listen. Beautiful. It got me on and on. It got me overall. Yeah, one more time. Hold on. Intro. Look. Beautiful. One more time. Look. Beautiful. Bring it back. Bring it. Beautiful. One more. Come on. Beautiful. Here we go. It's like this. Beautiful. Ain't got that man, you know. So can I go with y'all? Yeah. Why? Yeah. Beautiful. Would I like to know? Could I have with y'all? Yeah. All right, look. Intro, you know what I'm saying? A little intro song. Get in the energies right. I'm just effing around, of course. But you know, I'm just waste time so that motherfuckers get time to come in here. You feel what I'm saying? Because I got a little interesting video. I know I can pop in. I know I can pop in. You feel what I'm saying? I know I can pop in, man. I know it. Check me out. Boom. This how I go. Check this out. So look. So boom. So look. You can tell by the title of the video that what we gonna get into. What we gonna talk about is where the party at. So this not gonna be some long exaggerated video and nothing like that. I don't think. I don't hope. But I will be going into slight depth about understanding what is actually going on and where the actual fun is at. And of course, it's a spiritual channel, so I'm coming in from a metaphysical level of understanding. Where is the fun at? Where is the party at? Right? Now, here's the thing: we talk about our spirits condensing and coming down into these physical bodies, right? Or ascending, descending, whatever. Our spirits being into these physical bodies, experiencing these realms, right? Before we ascend and elevate back to the spirit realm, to the true spirit realm, not the astral, past the astral, because there's worlds and realms, realities in that, but past that into the actual spirit realm, which I have to understand is when people say where the party at, and a lot of people think that it's Earth. Like a lot of people be saying like, okay, yeah, our spirits came down here and stuff, and it's not all bad, and that Earth has its perks, Earth has its fun, and that is so true. A lot of people look at Earth as a hell, which we are on a hell density to an extent, but at the same time, it's like it's not all bad. A lot of benefits and abilities can be adapted out of Earth, and that is very true. We talk about what you can do with beings. People say sex. People say the women. People say enjoying yourself. People say all the things that we can do on Earth. But hold on, stop there. I'm gonna give you all this. I'm gonna talk close to the mic because this is getting serious. I'm gonna give y'all this in the sense of Earth may not be all bad that it's sent to be, and people try to make it sometimes, and that there's no right and wrong, and that you can come here and you can accumulate and can experience and have fun to an extent. But in so many shapes and forms and words, which I understand too, is Earth is not the all be all. This is not the most funnest world to be in. Y'all gotta understand. First of all, we live in the third dimension. The third dimension is beyond Earth. Earth is just a certain space and location and world in the third dimension. Third dimension just means a bunch of physical shit that's condensed. That's why it's third dimension. Three things make things whole. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Shout out to Subconscious Media and the Parliament. He put us on that knowledge. But anyway, understand that in third dimension just mean a certain realm or a certain realm or dimension of reality to an extent. So this is why when you look at certain flat earthers, they signs be off, but there's certain things we look at like the Terra Infinita map. None of these things are of course 100% um look just like that, like they try to portray it. But there is truth to these things. Like for instance, the world that we call Earth, Earth is just to mean physical terrain, right? Terra firma, etc., etc., etc. When you look at the Terra Infinita map, you look that up, you'll start seeing that this is the world that's in the third dimension. Then there's other worlds past this system that's still third dimension. There's several other worlds that's spraying out, aka in this physical realm. Dude, this is just the particular current that we stay in right now in these seven seas and these ocean currents. This is just the one we stay in. But there's several other different physical worlds and planes that's in the third dimension as well. We just happen to be on this particular one that we call Earth. You see what I'm saying? So that's the third dimension as a whole. And there's other third dimensional worlds that are better than this one, that are more equipped, that are more advanced, that are better, that have more capabilities, that have more, you see what I'm saying? Larger worlds, smaller ones, etc. But what y'all need to understand too is the, the third dimension ain't really where the fun at. I'm just keeping it real. The third dimension ain't really where the fun at. So, I'm not saying there's not fun here and there's not things that can be accumulated as abilities, but the third dimension isn't where the fun is at. The real fun is at when people point to, oh, spirit's experiencing is in is in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimensional energies. Those are the ones that when you say, oh, okay, I ascended, these are worlds you're talking to. Now there's two sides of the fourth and sixth dimension. It's all one thing, but there's two sides. You can go there through the higher, less dense frequencies of it, natures and less dense energies, and or you can go to the ones that's heavier ones. The way we are as Earth, we're naturally facing into like the heavier version of it. Like when they talk about the rainbow waters, and that's really getting too deep because I'm not gonna go through all that shit for people to understand. I'll make a separate video on that. Or y'all look at my older ones, I'm gonna make a separate video on that. But what I'm basically trying to say is, basically, when we talk about those energies, those are where the actual fun is at. The fun is actual in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. The fun is actually in what you call the astral world. You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing: when a lot of your time when y'all die, y'all be in the fourth dimension, right? AKA y'all be, well, if you haven't expanded big enough. But a lot of times when y'all die, the average person that die, they be in the fourth dimension. But guess what? Y'all be fourth dimensionally still in the third dimension. So y'all be fourth dimension just mean affecting the thought. So y'all be in the fourth dimension. Y'all be thought forms, and y'all living y'all life out and being oversouls to other people and can influence them in so many different ways. But y'all, a lot of y'all still be either not expanded enough, don't have an imagination for any other world or reality out there, or y'all be in a situation where y'all still attached to this one in such a form, and whatever you was experiencing, you don't want to let it go. Cool. But with that being said, by y'all being like that, y'all end up standing out here and floating around. Y'all be like this even with y'all dreams. This is why a lot of times y'all be having dreams about Earth. Y'all think that's normal. And it's not that it's something bad, but you're supposed to float out and experience is a spirit. When they be talking about Neptunian energy and Pisces being dreamers, they be flunked out, but at the same time, you are supposed to travel as a spirit. Your spirit don't want to be trapped in a cage, and that's what y'all doing right now when y'all be becoming ghosts. So y'all still be floating around. Your spirit's affecting other people and shit like that. That's down here. So y'all be fourth dimensional, but y'all still be in the third dimension, whereas you're supposed to go off and be a fourth, fifth, or sixth dimensional being actually birth out in that world. Y'all don't go fully out in that world and pass on. That's what they mean when they talk about pass on in the Book of the Dead and different, and talk about even the Kabbalah and different shit like that, and understanding these different sciences in so many different ways. You see what I'm saying? That's how it plays out. You're supposed to pass on and move on into that actual, not quantum, but into that actual world in general, that higher reality dimensional in general. That's like when people be on like shrooms and DMT and psychedelics, and they draw these pictures. They can't never really understand it the same way they did when they was on it, because you're talking about a higher dimensional frequency. But the much as they can remember, sometimes they draw it out as geometrical shapes and geometries. That's how it look in so many different ways. Because when you talk about something that's hyperdimensional, we third dimensional. I talked about this before. We third dimensional. I could see around it. I could see my surroundings. But shout out to Cat Man in the Hat. Shout out to you, man. Glad you're here. We third dimensional. I can see around you, but we're not fourth dimensional. AKA you be able to see something and see it for what it is, see around it and see through it. AKA fifth dimensional, being around it, seeing through it and able to feel a vibe from it. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of energies. But when we talk about hyperdimensional shit, that's how it played out. But my point is to say the true fun is in the fourth and sixth dimension, AKA the world outside of this one. The third dimension is cool, and there's other worlds in the third dimension too. Y'all just choose to stay lost in this one. Like y'all really dumb spirited. Not saying you individually, y'all, but I'm saying as a collective as a whole, y'all really like dumb spiritually and shit like that. They got y'all like little like spirit, little rats and rodents and roaches running around. I'm telling you it's like that. Because that's a broader world. That's why I say that's where the fun at. I'm gonna explain, but the reason why I say that's where the fun at is because that's a broader world. And it's more to it. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter if we go through the deeper version, the heavier version of that world in the astral world, and you take you ascend that way, or you go through the lighter version of it and you ascend that way. Which I get into that too. I got another video about that too. It don't matter. You still kind of somewhat going to a better world if you're actually expanding into spirit and somewhat ascending. So my whole point is that's where the fun at. And it's so fun, a lot of spirits done got lost to it before, and they never want to transpire out of that. Think about it. Y'all got spirits that's down here now in the third dimension, just this punk ass world. That in this other hundreds of other third dimensional worlds out there besides just Earth, with a physical presentation that you can live on physically. And y'all attached to this shit, and y'all don't want to leave this crap. And this is like hell. This is crap. The most highest feeling you can feel here is some form of love, some form of you getting money, or some form of sex. Y'all don't even lie and try to act like it's something greater than that. It's either you have some type of power, authority, some type of money, some type of sex, or being some type of love, whether it's family, a partner, a friendship, whatever. That's it. And then most people, when you realize they live for so long, they may not physically consciously remember their last experience, but their energetic signature is still there, and they spirit remember. So that's why they always feel like, damn, oh, this ain't really washed up with it, what it's meant to be. They get tired of making that money. All that money, it don't suit you no more. Because what make you happy is gonna eventually wear off anyway. You're gonna get used to it. And having all these females and shit, I don't care how much you do, eventually it ain't gonna satisfy you no more. And then they're gonna start going into other things too. But you see what I'm saying? So this world only satisfy you so much because as your spirit get bigger, you need a broader reality. This shit don't suit you no more. It's fun and all for the time being, but Earth was never some shit that we were supposed to be condensed into forever. It was never no shit. The fourth or the sixth dimension as a whole, the astral realm, that realm itself, that celestial realm, ain't shit we supposed to be lost to forever. But damn sure the third dimension, physical realm wasn't. There, you shouldn't lost in nothing, but at least I get lost in the third. It's broader, it's more ways to expand, enhance your spirit. You do that shit down here and you just lost forever. And y'all think that shit cool and you sit and smile and yeah, but hey, it is that's where y'all at. It ain't what nothing you can do. And but y'all do need to know this earth is coming to its damnation in a soon. So should perform some type of transformation, good or bad. But that's how that play out. So the real fun is in that realm. The real fun is in that realm because it's in the realm of when you ascend, because that realm is a broader realm. So when you ascend, when you die ascend, take a higher vessel, when you ascend in the dimensions, that's where the real fun is at. And you got beings and spirits who get so attached to those realms, just like people get attached here now. That realm is even broader and better and broader in so many words and much more to it. So people done got so attached to that, they never wanted to leave that realm. And to this day, they still lost into that realm. And you know what I'm saying? They never want to leave that realm. That's where the real fun is at. That's all I was going to make a video about. You may not understand my concepts, but that's what I want to talk about. The real fun is in the realm of ascension. And then you got to go through and have an equilibrium with that, because once you get to those, when you ascend into those realms, into the broader realm of reality, the world of ascension, where you ascend to next, and you pass on, there's gonna be a fight within that. Now it's peaceful, it's better than this, but it's gonna be a fight within that, because you can be having so much fun. The same way people get attached here, then you might get attached to that. So you're gonna have to balance it out and see how long, because there are people who do this forever and they get so attached they never want to leave that realm. That's how broad and great and bright it is. But and they never want to leave that realm. Anything you could think of here ain't shit. It's way much more. And it's not only more of what's here. It's more energies, period, that you can experience in that realm. So you ain't never gonna really want to leave that shit. But so once you get there, that's gonna be a higher fight. You're gonna have to fight, have an equilibrium to be like, okay, let me not get attached to this. Like people get attached to Earth. Let me not get attached to this higher realm in this broader world, even though it's fun and lit as it is. And I gotta know to have the equilibrium and spirituality to pass on to that, cause y'all be either scared to pass on, or y'all be attached to what y'all in, cause y'all think what y'all in better, but y'all don't know it's always better in the next level. So then, what's that was so great and broader, free and light, and you expand big enough, you go to that realm, and then now you got a new challenge, aka, but you be in a broader realm, and it's played different. It keeps getting better and better and lighter and shit like that in so many different ways. But that's how that play out and shit like that. And then you're gonna realize that realm better. That realm is broader than that previous realm you was just in. You see what I'm saying? So that's the truth about ascension. And when you spiritually inclined, you understand this and know this. You still gonna get caught up a little bit, but you understand spiritually, so you still be in a better space, period. But that's all I got to say. If you understand this deep knowledge, then you understand it. If you got any questions, hit me up, chat, comment.